majority of the world was gay?
It's a choice, man. It's
you
a
don't
choice.
think it would be like the odds would probably be
Well, how come I
gay?
like women more than men?
Because the majority of the
That's what
world
you've
is
been
straight.
exposed to, dog. That's what you've
Your
been exposed to,
world.
and that's what you like the most. You don't know nothing else. You ain't been exposed to nothing
I
else.
have been exposed to gay.
Not like a lifestyle for yourself.
I have.
Like if your
Well,
mom
how
was
old was
gay.
What do you mean?
If your
How
mom was
old
gay
was
and she raised you gay
I
and you
was
were
like
surrounded by
20.
gay people.
I was too old.
All your life, childhood and up. All your life.
And you gotta be, yeah, like
You went to
so
gay
old, bro.
school.
Yeah, you had gay friends. as a
So
kid,
what
you
you're
was
saying
around.
is my sexual preference is based
already
on
been
whatever
decided for
nurturing
you.
I received as a child. Am I right?
No.
No.
It's not. So what is
It's
it
not,
based
not
on?
just
it's not,
nurturing.
it's not nurturing.
It's not just nurturing.
Nurturing is a paternal thing.
There are plenty of parents whose kids turned out.
Why am I not gay? That's all I want to know.
Because you have not been exposed.
Okay, what if I was exposed to it when I was 5?
No,
or 3,
enough. You weren't
or 2?
exposed to it
What if I
enough.
was exposed to it a bunch?
But you weren't
Well,
supposed to
if
eat
you
If
it.
I was exposed to it a
If
bunch.
you like it, you
No.
keep doing it.
I said, what if I was exposed to it a bunch? Like a lot. Like
It depends on
If
how
you like
much.
it,
okay, I'm telling you,
You
what if I
out.
was exposed to it every day, 24/7 as a child?
Well, you
Probably.
apparently wouldn't.
I would be gay, right?
No,
I would like
no,
men, right? Is that what
no,
you're saying?
no, no.
I wouldn't. I would still like women. Exactly. Y'all argument is dumb.
No.
All right, let me stop you right
Why
there.
do I like women?
I can tell you right now.
Because you
Stop.
like
Stop.
women.
Okay, why do I like women?
Because that's a personal choice.
Okay,
man.
stop.
You
I made
Why
that
do
choice.
people like
I
white
made that
people?
choice based on what though?
Why do certain people?
Because I'm telling you, I do not wake up in the
your
morning
past
and
experiences, my nigga.
Okay,
This is what I'm
listen to me.
saying.
Listen
You
to
can't
me.
say
You
what if I
formed a
was
decision for a
Listen to me,
reason, Lee. It
listen to me,
wasn't
listen
just
to me.
magical.
Yeah,
What you're
you know what I'm
talking
saying?
about is that you innately like women. That's impossible.
okay,
The
fine.
reason
If
why,
it's not-
stop. My stepbrother refuses to date blacks. He is black, everybody in his family is black, but he will never date a black woman. He will tell a black woman to her face, I will never date a black woman. Why?
That's a big difference between
He
gender.
only wants to date white women.
Race and gender
It's
is
the same thing.
not the
Then
same
how come
thing.
straight
It's just
chicks
a sex
can leave a man and become
It's
gay?
just a preference, dog. It's just
How
a
can
choice.
you live a straight
hey,
life?
Look, you don't,
There are men
You
that
don't know
have
no
walked
chicks.
out on their wife and
Yeah.
kids to be gay.
you don't know no chicks or
I think
women.
it's gay from the jump.
Nah, you don't know no chicks or dudes that
This session is
have sex with
adjourned.
both.
This is a
They're
germ.
bi.
There's no difference. What's the difference?
I think they were
This
already
meeting
bi.
is
They were
adjourned.
born bi.
Right, y'all having a good
It's
time
not.
talking.
Okay, so again, why do I like women? Because I was brought up as a straight boy.
Oh my God.
If I was brought up as a gay boy, I would like men. Is that what you're telling me?
No, that's not what I'm telling you.
So why do I like women?
I'm telling listen, shut up and listen. This is what I'm telling you. Okay. This is
Go
what I'm
ahead.
telling you.
All right.
If you were exposed,
See, you keep
listen,
saying
listen. If you were exposed to homosexuality, okay.
As a child.
Yeah,
And it was
young
not a
enough.
negative
Young
experience.
enough, still impressionable.
Remember
It
that
was a good
too.
experience, and you liked it. Most likely, you keep doing it.
Thank you. So again, if I'm a child and my parent raises me as a gay child,
No, not. It has nothing to do with
It has
being
nothing,
raised.
it has
It
nothing
could
to
be
do with
something
your parents,
happening
bro. It
outside
has
the
nothing
house.
to do with your parents.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be somebody at school, my nigga.
I'm just
You
talking
might have
about.
a crush
Okay.
at school.
Yeah.
The point is, when I was a child, I was exposed to homosexuality. It was a good experience.
Point no gays round up.
Okay, I'm not saying me. I'm just saying hypothetically, I was a child. I was exposed to homosexuality. I had a positive experience. Therefore, it's more likely that I would like me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not guaranteed.
Okay,
but
it's not guaranteed, but it's more likely that I would like me.
Just like it's not guaranteed
Okay.
if you raised as a heterosexual that you're not gonna like. Is a chance you're not gonna like women.
That's true.
You was raised as a quick Christian and
but
both
you're
y'all
missing
are
the point,
heathens.
though.
So-
You're missing the point. If
What
you're
point?
telling me that it's genetic, 100% genetic, and
No, I'm done with that. I'm
You
using
said
y'all
it's
argument.
genetic.
No, I disagree with my own argument. It's no longer genetic.
Why
It's
you
all,
disagree?
it's all
Why you
nurture.
disagree?
Because I'm breaking down y'all argument. That's
No,
why.
wait,
point
but
is
not
okay,
focused
but
on
can
my
you
argument.
answer? Okay, but can you answer? Okay, if it
Go ahead.
really were genetic, then how come plenty of people get up and choose every day?
Well, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Listen,
Yeah.
okay, fine. Let's
There's
okay.
plenty of people who
Okay.
choose to be gay.
Okay, fine.
You would
What
be,
you argue?
and you would physically, it would be physically impossible for you to do that.
And straight up,
You
straight
would
up.
be
Let's look at
wired
my
to do
argument.
that.
Okay, fine. Let's look at my argument. If gay was not genetic, then why would it be that most people that were born in the last, I don't know, 100 years were raised heterosexual, but they are still being gay? If you're telling me it's more likely that if you're raised heterosexual, you'll be heterosexual, why are there so many gay people?
Look, I know a chick that was raised with.
Think about
I know a chick that got 2 mamas, bro. She got 2 mamas. You know what I'm saying? Her dad ain't been around. You know what I'm saying? All her life.
Yeah.
Since we was kids.
Right.
All she dated is niggas.
That's because she was born straight.
No, that has nothing to do with.
She chose to be.
That's what she chose to
She
be.
chose
Okay,
to
fine.
identify with straight.
So I guess I chose to
She
be
liked the way
straight.
the
Yes.
guys made her feel.
You didn't like the gay culture. If you like the culture and you like the lifestyle,
Guys
you
didn't
can do
make
it.
you feel
Yeah.
all cuddly wuddly
But
inside.
you don't like.
See, this girl probably tried a
saying?
girl, but she didn't get
Like
that
boys
feeling
didn't
from
make you blush.
So she tried boys,
It just didn't
and
happen
boys
that way.
did it for her. So
That's
she
all
decided
it was
boy.
a choice.
It's
That's it.
experimentation.
It ain't
All
nothing else.
teenagers
It's just
experiment. They make a decision.
That's it. That's really all it is that separates gay from
Well, okay,
heterosexual. Just
right. Here's what I'm saying
sex.
though. Some people like orange juice. Some people don't.
That's all it is.
I think
That's
it's,
it.
I think it's
It's a
genetic.
It's not
choice to
genetic.
eat to drink
It's
orange.
not.
Now, if you have an
That's
allergic
it.
reaction to orange,
It
it's
is
different
actually,
story.
it is genetic.
Ken
It's
don't like
not.
green.
It's not genetic, bro.
I like green.
I'm telling you, okay.
I
Cilantro.
bet.
I know you've heard this or you read this,
I
right?
know what you're talking about.
Cilantro.
I know what you're
For some
talking
people,
about.
it tastes like salt. Some people, it tastes good.
But that's
That's
the DNA.
genetic.
That's the DNA that makes up your taste buds.
That's genes.
Sex has nothing to do with genes.
Yes, it
my No, it
does.
does not. No,
It's social, I'm telling
the
you.
act of sex, my nigga, has nothing at all. Nothing.
A gay guy can fuck a female.
Nothing.
You're telling me the things that I like sexually don't have anything to do with
Nothing.
genetics.
Nothing at all, my nigga.
Let me
Nothing.
take back that
I
bad
don't
word I
believe
said.
that.
A gay guy can have sex with a female easy, no problem.
I don't
Like
think
it
so.
didn't even.
I don't
They
think
do it
so.
all the time.
Oh yeah, they've had
You know how
children.
many women
I
have
know
husbands
men
on the
that
down
had a
low?
whole family and they were gay.
The whole
whole
time. There's
family.
a bunch of men on the
And this is
down.
back in the 50s
Maybe
when
he
I was
was
there.
bi.
No.
No.
Ain't no such thing, my
They
nigga.
were
This
gay.
man was gay.
Bi and gay and heterosexual
He was
just
just
human
doing what he
classifications
thought he
for
had
human
to
behavior.
do.
Well, why don't I have sex with men?
Because
Cause you don't like it,
want
nigga.
to.
And, I mean,
Well, why do they?
Ask them why they like that.
It's genetics.
It's not genetic,
All right.
bro.
All right.
It's not genetic.
I
bro.
seriously don't think
It's
that's what he would tell you.
It's
You
not
ask the
genetic.
gay guy why he likes gay, he's not gonna say it's genetic.
he had sex with this woman, married this woman, and had all these children with this woman because he was living in a time in a culture
It was
that was
socially
not
acceptable.
was not acceptable for him to like men, and he had men. He had men.
So he
boyfriends
said,
and
so
stuff.
even though he was gay, he said, I'm going to like women because it's socially
No,
acceptable.
no. He said,
See?
I am going to marry a woman and have
Because it's
children.
socially
But he was
Because
gay.
he wanted to
But you're
hide
missing
He
the
the
point.
fact.
was born
had to have
gay. He was
sex
hiding the
with her.
fact that he was
You're
gay.
missing the point. He had to have sex with her is the point.
Listen. This is what.
It
This
was
is what.
forced.
No.
Okay, it was
It's not
forced.
forced, bro. This is what
Alright.
happened. This is what happened.
It's
okay?
a
This is
choice. He
what
could
happened.
have chose to be single and high and
This is
date
what happened.
dudes
Yeah.
on the
This is
DL.
what I'm saying.
is
Some
if it
people,
was
some
choice.
people, when it comes to sex, they look at
When you're
male
a person
and
who
females
was
just
gay,
like
never-
flesh. That's all they see. Like,
I understand
you know what I'm saying?
He was
So,
married.
But what
at
you like sexually
Roosevelt or one of
is
them.
not just out
No,
in
yeah,
air.
yeah.
No, it's not. It's
But
based
there's
on
one
past
with the
experience and
president
your
that has
exposure.
both
You know what I'm
options.
saying? Once you become
I
sexually
want, it
active
was a movie.
and what you're exposed to, what those experiences.
I don't know which one,
It
but I
has nothing to do with your
I
genetics.
think it's-
I've heard about
There-
one. but
there
I
Sex
was
don't
is
one.
know.
mechanics.
Okay.
It's
Listen.
nothing else.
Listen. I've had a prostate
It was
massage.
a king.
Yeah.
Trust
I know
me,
one
bro.
thing was a
It
king.
ain't preference.
A prostate massage is not.
Yes,
oh my
talking
God.
about now.
Sex is 90% psychological, so you cannot have
It's
a
not
prostate
about
No, it
exam.
ain't.
Yes, it is.
You cannot have
Yes,
a
it is.
prostate exam and expect it to arouse you, my nigga. It don't
Unless
work
you
like
just
that.
naturally
I had
enjoy
an orgasm.
medical.
No, you
I
didn't.
had
It
an
was-
orgasm.
it was
Yes.
Busted.
Yes, that's the purpose of a
No,
prostate
it's a-
massage. That's
it's
why
Okay,
they
well,
did
he
it.
hit the gland. He hit the
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but that was
But
a
you still wasn't
Hit my
scientific.
G-spot.
That was mechanical.
That
Did
was
you
a
go-
scientifically.
That was-
Did you do
I didn't
that?
like it. I felt it. I didn't like it. That's how I know I'm not gay.
Did you make
just
that?
said-
That's how I know I'm not gay.
You just proved our whole
My
point.
mouth was open the entire time and drool.
Hey,
It's not my thing. I
But
That make that
don't
sound like, oh, this
I
is
don't know
good.
what sound I made. I didn't like it. Never want to do it again. I'm serious.
Okay, but you're
it had
missing-
nothing to do with psychological nothing.
Yes, it
I had
does.
an orgasm. Listen to me. I have had orgasms with women and it was terrible sex. But you know what? I like women. I had a prostate massage. Had an orgasm. Don't want to do it again.
that's not the same.
You would think, no, it's not. You would think.
And not all gays like
medically
that.
induced.
All I'm
That's
saying
not
is-
the same thing.
All I'm saying is, you would think that after having an orgasm, I would say to myself,
Ooh, that's good.
that was kind of good.
Yeah,
They don't want to go home and try this on my own. No,
Because you went
no,
through the
no,
whole-
no, no. It was an orgasm. It doesn't matter what the
This is
psychological
my point.
was.
What if
went
he had
into the whole
like
procedure
10
with-
candles in
That's
there?
my point, bro.
And
It has
fed you
nothing.
first.
Listen to me. I
It's-
promise you.
Yeah, yeah.
It has nothing to do with psychological. Listen, I have had sex with women that disgusted me. Okay,
So why you have sex with him?
for money.
Oh.
I mean, literally.
That's a job.
disgusting.
That has nothing to do
That's
with
my
it.
point.
That's
However, I cannot do a
Yes.
prostate massage for money.
What do you
You just won't.
You just don't want to. That's a choice.
But yes, but why do I make that choice? It just that
Because
choice.
you
What I'm
don't
saying
want
is-
to.
You're
Listen,
telling me that's a genetic choice?
Yes,
Why
that's
do
what
I
I'm
make
saying
that?
to you.
That's not a genetic
It
choice.
is.
Choices
Okay.
are not genetic. That's
Fine.
not be stupid.
Where do the choices
Come
come
on
from?
now,
Where do
Lee.
choices come from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your frontal lobe.
I
nigga.
know. What is your frontal lobe?
Where all your decision making cortex
Yes.
is.
Right.
How does the brain make decisions?
As a male from front to back.
How does it
That's
make
some
decisions though? It makes decisions based on calculations, and those calculations have to be based on something.
They
don't
environment, what's going
Opportunity.
around
They're
you,
based
what your
on the
eyes see, your
society.
ears
They're
hear,
based
you
on
know, smell,
surroundings.
what you touching, tasting, yes.
No,
Because in
that's-
some
yes.
circumstances,
Your brains do not make decisions based
Okay.
on your
Ladies.
senses.
Let me
It makes
say
up
this. Let me say this.
emotions too.
When you sneeze,
Lord.
you know that's your own brain telling your body to sneeze, right?
Mine did something different.
But that's
today.
because
Do you
there's
remember Canada?
his brain is probably telling his nose to sneeze because there's something in there that
Okay,
the body needs
stop.
to get rid of.
You're not hearing me. Your brain tells you to sneeze, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
you
the
have
brain makes it.
involuntary emotions.
Yes,
as a
the
human.
brain makes that decision based on what's going on, right? And what's better for you. All I'm trying to say is when you pick up a glass of water to drink, it ain't because you just like water. It's because your brain is actually saying, we need water right now. So
You
even
might-
though you
You might
subconsciously
be
may
thirsty,
think
but
you
you're
that
telling me
want water,
that
it's really because
but that movement is
you
not
need water.
involuntary.
So
your
you're
your
telling
brain
me
might
that-
say, yeah, nigga, you thirsty, dry mouth and everything. You might want some water. But if I say, I'm just not gonna drink it, I'm not gonna hurt.
I
That's
don't
a
think
decision.
so.
No,
That's what I'm
it's-
saying.
A
I'm
person
serious.
can be
Come on.
thirsty
If-
and
okay,
choose
We have the
okay.
ability to stop breathing.
Okay, stop. Listen,
Hold your breath.
I can, whatever I want
Hold
to.
your breath. Hold it. Your mind just didn't tell you, hey, nigga, you might want to breathe.
Yes, I'm
Did you
trying to
not?
say-
Did you ignore
So
it?
you're telling
Listen
me
to
that
me.
your brain tells you to be gay because it's in your best interest?
No.
Compared to the
Yes,
glass of water?
It is. That's what I'm trying to
Nigga
explain.
said yes.
So you're
Here's what I'm
telling me
trying
that
to
even
get
though
I'm
in
not very
Jamaica, wait, so even
No,
though in
serious.
Jamaica men are being murdered in the middle of the street, it is clearly not in their
We
best
gotta get
interest to
some
be
gay
gay.
people in here to talk to
Right?
us, man.
So men who are persecuted for being gay and murdered, it is not socially in their best interest to be gay, but they do it anyway.
Because they were
That's like a
born
glass of
gay.
water.
They were born
Oh.
gay. That's why. Why would you make a choice to be gay if you know you're gonna be persecuted for being gay?
People
And
make
And you hide
choices.
it. Why would you hide being gay?
Why do you make a choice to cheat with a man's wife and then get shot in the head because you fuck somebody's wife? It's the same thing.
The same
You're dying
thing.
for choosing one.
Same thing.
It's
a
I
choice.
say,
In other
you're
words,
not all my
it's a
chicks, I'm gonna
choice.
shoot
In
you.
Islam,
Or just like,
you
I'll find out
will
you
be
gay, I'm
killed
sure.
for
Listen
dipping your
to me.
hand in the next man's cookie
Listen
jar.
to me.
But
We're
there
talking
are
about a
men.
calculation. We're talking about a calculation. The brain actually calculates that it would be better for you to be gay and hide it than to be straight and fit in with society. Why do you think the brain would make that decision? That's what I'm trying to explain
Yeah,
to you.
that's cool.
The brain makes that
Yeah.
decision for a reason.
Okay,
Okay,
but we're
alright,
not talking
yeah,
about what you do
we're
in
not-
public. You're
we're not-
talking about
No,
being gay at all.
listen,
Yeah, period. Your brain makes a decision
listen,
for a reason.
That's cool. Your
So
brain
I'm
can make a
asking you,
decision
why
all
would
you
the
want.
brain
But-
tell him it's in his best interest to be gay?
Because it's genetics.
Look,
I'm
dog,
telling
look,
you.
dog.
Okay, explain
look,
to me
look.
genetically why it would be in someone's best interest to be gay.
There's only two things that
They
your
cannot
body
mate
does
and they can't
involuntarily.
procreate.
We
That's
don't-
it.
they
that's,
can't
that's
procreate.
your heart beating and you sleeping. That's it.
Wait,
Anything
come on.
blinking.
How come
There's
your
only two
fingertips are
actions.
black?
There's that smoke. There's only two actions your body does involuntarily. That's
Why is
breathing
that?
and your heartbeat.
No. 80% of everything you do.
How you
When
burning
the
your
liquid
What you
filters through.
smoking?
Listen, when you drink something and it filters through your
You
liver,
try to hold on
your
to
brain is
glasses.
doing that for you, homie.
That's involuntary.
That's my
You never
point. So there's a
had
whole
a-
bunch of stuff you do
smoking?
involuntary.
He's smoking weed like that.
You roll your eyes involuntary, you rub your face involuntary,
No, you don't.
do this
No, you don't.
involuntary.
No, you don't.
Are you choosing to do all these things? Are you thinking about it before you do
You
it?
didn't have one of those
You do.
Yes, I do.
It's subconscious. unconscious.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Really?
No, it's not.
So lie detector machines just don't work at all then?
No, a lot of detector machines, but they work different.
So if you was
No,
going
they
to
do
a
all
job
that.
and they see
Your
you
blood
black
pressure,
male,
your
they
blood
gonna hire
pressure,
you because they say,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's
That's
voluntary.
voluntary.
I don't think they
You
would
can't
know.
choose what your blood
Yeah,
pressure
no.
is. Your brain
Blood
does.
pressure, what's that? Heart,
See,
right?
I'm like this way.
You can't.
Heart. Yeah, you
I
can't. You
noticed
cannot
it.
control the
If
rate
I
and beat
noticed
of
it.
your heart.
Well,
when
technically
you're
you can.
unconscious,
Look at it.
when you're
Look at the
unconscious,
Yeah.
you can't control your
You see the
breathing.
finger?
Right.
It's
What's wrong with my finger alone? You can't control your breathing.
Yeah.
His
So
fingers
breathing
are
and your
black.
heart rate, and internal stuff. But
Right.
other than that, like extremity functions, all that's voluntary. Anything that's mechanical for a human to do that has nothing to do with.
But what about what
breathing
you
and
like?
your heart. That's voluntary, my nigga. Voluntary, 100%. Do what you want to do. There's nothing. in
Then
this
how can you
world-
explain why some people like certain stuff, some people like other stuff? Why is it
It's
that
a
white?
personal choice. We all have freedom of choice.
But if that was the case, then we wouldn't be able to
He
group
ain't
people
even answered the
demographically.
question yet. Why would it ever be genetically
Yeah, I'm glad you came
in
back
your
to that.
best interest to be gay?
What
Genetics is science. What is scientifically beneficial for a person to be gay?
And that's right. And that's
You
right.
can't procreate,
And
so it's a
wait,
choice.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Okay.
Let him
This is what I'm trying to
finish.
explain to you. We have not decoded everything genetic. There's only something that we're just now getting into. Wait a minute. Right now, what we do know is genes control freaking everything. We know this for a fact. We don't know what genes
How you
control
gonna tell
everything,
me?
but we know that
Say-
genes control
We know
everything.
genes
So you're
control
telling me we don't
everything.
have
but we don't
choices
know
at all?
everything about genes.
Humans don't make their own free will choices at all for anything, is what you're implying?
No, they
Yes,
don't.
we do.
You're such a TV.
No.
When
So
kids
then
smoke
that's
that
the
dope,
case, if that's
he's
the
making a
case,
free will choice.
Genetic.
Why do people smoke heroin and then just keel over and
Genetic.
die? Their genetics is telling them it's in their
Genetics.
Okay.
I'm
Who
serious.
smoked dope
So
in
it's
our
in your-
family?
it's
That
in-
kid smoked dope in the family. You smoked dope in the family.
It may not be a particular drug that he went after, but
So is
genetically he may be predisposed to some type of drug. He's self-medicating. That's what's going on.
That's what it
I
is.
smoke nicotine. I'm self-medicating. Ain't no question
For
about
what
it.
though?
It doesn't matter
It
if
don't
you know the
matter.
answer.
It's just
you know
that
you're
I understand
self-medicating.
It's a choice you can
It's
choose
not-
not to self-medicate.
No. Some
Yes,
people
you
can't
can.
You can
There are
learn
plenty
how
of
to
people-
stop.
No, what I'm
You
saying
can
is-
learn how to stop
No,
self-medicating.
my question though. The
But
question
you
is
might
this.
have a desire to do it all the time. This is just like sugar.
No.
I like to drink. Well, I'm talking about sugar, right?
But does that
You
mean
know,
your body has a lack of sugar that you
No. It's just that
That's
I
what
like
he's
the
saying.
taste of sugar.
Explain,
Just like he
explain
like the
obesity.
But
taste.
no, he's saying that he needs nicotine.
I didn't say that. What I said was I'm self-medicating. It has been scientifically proven. You can have two people raised in the same house under the same conditions. One person will go to drugs, the other person won't, even though both of them been exposed to it. There's a reason for that. It's genetic.
The decision.
But
How
y'all
is it a
share
deci-
the same
how is it-
genetics,
How is
though.
it? How is it genetic
No.
if both of them people come from the same gene pool?
Because we're different people. We have
no,
different
no.
genes.
But if they, I know they come from the
Not
the
that
two people
different.
you was just talking about come
We-
from the same gene pool, right?
Yeah, but it's still different genes. Certain genes are turned off, some
Nigga, you
genes are
got
turned on.
26 of hers, a 23, and 23 days.
Yeah, I know, but
so
listen to me. Some of her genes are turned
turned
off in
off
me.
when
Some of the
it's
genes are
on
turned on in you. That's
Yeah.
the way it
Yeah,
works.
okay.
And when I think about it,
Wait,
you think
words.
about okay, you think
Okay.
about my mother, she drank. So she was self-medicated. I don't drink. Not like she did. And then
That
we
is
got
a-
a father who drinks.
So humans
and
don't do
smoke.
That's
anything
human
by choice.
nature. Oh my God, it's human nature.
Essentially.
No, okay, here's
Shit.
what you have to understand.
Humans don't choose to do anything.
Humans have a tendency to think that they are above and beyond nature. If you study a dog and you look at dogs and
Not
you find
all
out
humans think that.
You don't want to go there.
if you find out why dogs eat what they eat, why they go where they go, we can scientifically say, okay, well they do this, they do that, they do this. When it comes to humans, we think, oh, we have free will. We do everything because we decide to do it. No, it ain't true. And again, studies
But
have
there are a
shown.
lot of humans who do a lot of unnecessary shit.
For instance,
So-
for instance, but it's never unnecessary. It's all for a reason. That's my
Very
point.
Not very bright ones. Why
But
would your brain
now-
tell you to do dumb
What you up to?
stuff?
No, your brain doesn't tell you to do dumb stuff.
So
That's
why
why I
do
keep
people
telling
do
you.
dumb stuff?
They don't.
There are plenty of people sitting in jail right now over something they did.
No, they made a logical, rational
Choice.
decision.
Choice is a decision.
But it was
being
based,
gay.
but their brain made the decision, and the brain does not have free will. The brain only calculates. That's
I
all it does.
understand that.
Where does
But
free
what
will
you're
come
talking
from?
about is genetics. What does that
Genetics
have
is
to do
what
with the
makes
brain?
What?
genetics is what makes the brain do everything.
Okay. So genetics controls the brain. The brain doesn't control.
Well, okay, you have to understand.
Arguing with my brother over
DNA
genetics
is in
and
every cell in
homosexuality.
our body,
But
and your
what's
brain.
controlling it?
I'm telling you, it's DNA. DNA is
Well,
just
yeah, I'm your mother.
it's an
I should know
on-off
who
switch.
you're
That's all it
talking to.
is.
No, you-
DNA is an on-off switch.
Did you hear kids
Some
tell
is
me no? I
off,
should
some
know
is
who
on.
he talking to.
Yeah.
I told him I was his mother.
Listen, some people.
What
Listen,
you believe?
some people
I'm his
are.
mother.
Genes and
You paid for that
homosexuality.
phone? No, because I was gonna say cut it off.
Some people
No,
are.
if I was,
My
be
brother
mad.
is under the
Some
impression
people-
that,
some people are risky.
People are born
Some people
gay
are risk averse.
or born straight.
It has nothing to do with the way you were raised.
Okay.
It's genetics.
What decision Ken made when I asked him who was he talking to, and he tells me, why do I need to know all his business? Is that genetics?
Yeah, it's predisposed for something.
Where you get it from? Not from me.
Doesn't matter. You got it from somewhere. It didn't come out of thin air. You see what
I
I'm saying?
know because my 23 chromosomes didn't act that
Go
way
watch
towards
the
my
movie.
mother.
So
and
you're
father.
telling me all the people who choose to be gay
Wolfhorn,
really didn't
Wall
choose to
Street.
be gay, they were already gay and they didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So men who walk out on their family, all of a
Gift
sudden,
card,
just
you go
after
buy
20
video,
years, and
Yeah.
be gay for the first time in their whole life,
I
they
mean,
was born gay.
we
but they just
all
didn't
know-
it, huh?
You
For
know,
20
I
years.
know some kids though. Seriously, I know some young kids.
Yeah. What you get?
They were predisposition, I think. I mean, how do I want to say it?
Mhm.
They
That's
were
what's up.
they had a feminine side. Guys had a feminine side about them, and there was some young ladies, some girls
Your
that
mom
had
ever
a
came
masculine
down?
side about
Or
them.
went over there?
And I don't think it was taught at home.
No.
I don't think.
They're just born that way.
So
Now you can
they
argue
seem
that.
to they seem as if
What
they
you-
were
what you
born
doing
that
while
way.
you got
I mean,
Now you can argue that because of feminine society kind of pushed them towards being gay.
But there are plenty
But-
of people who experimented and chose.
That's my point. But what I'm trying to explain
Yeah,
to
I
you
think
is,
most people have
got a
experimented.
whole
what I'm
with
trying to
it.
explain to you is when you
Nowadays,
experiment, what I'm trying to explain to you,
different.
there's a lot of people. Listen, there's a lot of people that smoke crack, right? They experiment with it. Some people smoke it and say, I don't like it,
I'm
and
in
don't
the
do it anymore. Some people smoke crack, they love it, they do it for the rest of their lives.
No business.
It's they're predisposed to do that
That's
genetically.
like
That's my point.
Stephanie.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Like, for instance, there are some people that drink alcohol, like me. I drink alcohol. But I don't want to drink it every day. I don't. I can
So-
care less
so
when I
you
drink
believe
alcohol.
that
Some people
people
drink
are-
alcohol and they're addicted to it. They
Yeah.
drink it for the rest of their
I don't
lives.
go
They're
That's- that was my
genetically
motto.
predisposed.
Your dad.
How can we scientifically say that yes, this person is genetically predisposed to be an alcoholic, but not be predisposed to be anything else in their
Okay,
life?
fine. What does that have to do
20th
though
was
with
my
the whole
last
child raising of children though?
Well, again,
Put that down, kid.
Again, that was your argument
down.
saying that it was a choice. And if
Oh,
it is a
child.
choice, okay, but if it
Because you
is a
said the
choice,
genetics might be different.
okay, but if we're not talking about genetics, when
And
we're
you
talking
also
about
said
choice.
nurture
Nah, that's my
versus
mama.
nature. That
Okay,
means
nature is genetic. Nurture.
Put it down, kid.
It's unloaded. It's fine.
It's fine.
I don't
Always.
care. Just put it down. Tell him to put it down.
Nothing-
Tell him to put it down.
Hey, man, it's nothing but metal. It's
Jesus
okay.
have mercy.
God, dog.
Oh
She's
Lord.
scary.
Remember, listen to me. I swear to God, this is another thing. When it comes to guns, listen, seriously. Guns
That's
don't
so
kill
funny.
people.
People kill people. For
It's
real.
the
I don't
honest truth,
care.
man. I have seen it for myself. I brought my shotgun over to Kinfolk's house. He was sitting on the couch right there playing with it and shot the damn thing inside the house. His wife was,
Who you
girlfriend
talking
at the time, was sitting across from him.
he didn't
Oh, how
care.
she doing?
No,
She
he
hurt.
just doesn't understand guns, obviously.
He didn't know it could kill her.
No, he obviously
he knew
does.
it.
Nobody's that stupid.
Yes, people kill people all the time by mistake with guns.
That's why I
because
tell
they
you
don't-
not to
They're
play with
aware
that
of
other
what bullets
things.
do.
They don't know anything about guns. It's like some people drive cars. I don't mean they understand.
They just see the
what
gun and
they're
say,
doing.
"Ooh, let me."
But
play with it
everybody
like on
knows that
television.
bullets kill people.
Yes, but
Yeah.
they don't understand how to handle guns. For instance, every time I get my gun, no matter what I do, I take the safety off and I immediately cock that sucker. I don't take the safety off and just leave it there. People do that all the time. That's how people get killed. That's gun safety. It's like learning how to drive. Some stuff you just don't do. It's not safe. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, Jesus, it worries me that you just have it hanging out like that. And I know Ken. Ken puts his hand on stuff and stuff
Just don't
moves
ever
or
put
breaks.
that oven on and forget that
Yeah.
thing in there.
It breaks or it moves. That's why I have all them things on my keys right now because I had a little L on there. When I had the little L on there, I kept the key. It just the little L said that. Can't get the keys. You can't find the little L. Where in the hell is my key? Ken? I don't know. I don't know. I must have left it this way. Must have had to put stuff on there so I could see it.
This is what I
So
promise.
honestly, you should
The
have had that on
further
there
we
in the first
know
place.
more about genes and genetics and DNA and the way it works, the more we'll be able to answer questions as to why
I
you're
don't
predisposed to
play
be
with
gay,
any more
why you're
guns.
predisposed
It
to be
makes me
this, why you're
nervous.
predisposed to be that.
Damn, I'm not gonna shoot you.
Guarantee you.
That's
Just
fine.
might. You always say
I still don't think you reserve the right to
Who was
call
that,
CPS.
Don't worry about it.
Well, again,
That's
that's nurture versus
Make some business of
nature.
your own.
Now, like you said, you can raise a son as a girl, dress him as a girl, but if he was born straight, he'll probably never be gay. And never dress as a woman when he gets
Exactly, and he
older.
wouldn't like it when he's a boy either. He wouldn't like it. He'd be like, ugh, get that off of me.
Why?
Yes, he would.
Why?
My
Most
point
boys-
is,
I'm asking you,
you
why
said
would you do
that you
that?
would call the laws on the parents just because you
A
saw
child
the child
understands
dressed
social
in
norms by
feminine.
like 3.
Well,
So-
again, would you call
What if the
CPS?
boy wanted to dress like that
That's-
though? Should you call the
Okay.
laws even though he
What if
wants
a
to dress like
parent?
that?
What if a parent feeds their child poop for dinner?
Oh my Lord. That's
The
just
child would
nonsense.
refuse to eat it, Lee.
No, now the
would
child
refuse
don't
to
know.
eat
No, that's my point. No, the
Even
child
if
does
they
not.
mixed it in the cake, okay,
Stop
that's
thinking-
abusive and
stop
unhealthy.
thinking that-
it has nothing
that
to do with
children
sex. We just
are-
talking about sex.
Now you're
No,
implying.
she's talking about something else.
Now you're
Why would you
implying
think-
that a boy wearing a dress is somehow equivalent to eating
No,
feces.
what I'm trying to get you to see is
One is a
why-
health risk.
No, what I'm trying to get you to see is why do you think a human child born into the world without knowing anything will make a decision not to eat poop if someone says it's socially acceptable and this is what you should eat?
Because it stank.
Yeah.
The child gonna eat it. There's
And
a lot of
flies
food that
come
stinks.
around it.
No, it won't. If you're feeding them in the house.
Okay.
There's a lot of food that stinks that children don't want to eat. But if
They
the
still trying to
parent
eat their
forces them to eat it, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, we can ride.
Oh, really?
Okay, how am I gonna get back home?
He drives.
I don't know.
My car?
You got gas?
Yeah, you got folks on it. Yeah, come on.
Okay, I'm driving my car.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
You
drive
have
back
gas?
to my house.
He said you gonna give me gas, right? I'm telling you, ain't got no gas. All right.
Where's my keys? Oh, okay. Y'all got me out here, you know, I don't know.
So you taking me home?
You gonna take? Okay. So y'all going in your car? Don't talk about sex while you're out. You still not gonna tell me who was on the phone, Ken?
No, go away. Go get you some business.
See how
Come
he
on.
acts with me?
Get a
Why
puzzle or
does he talk
something.
like that to me?
Because you
Jeans.
no, it ain't nothing to do with jeans.
Some people are very submissive and they will answer whatever question you have. Ken, you're not that way. You can force yourself to be that way, but naturally you ain't that way.
And you know, Ken, I would tell
And
you certain
naturally
things.
comes from the word nature. Oh, yeah. Your
I
mama
don't
can
tell
raise you. Your
to
mama
go
could
get
raise
in your
you.
business.
Your mama could raise you however she
That's
wanted
because
to
I don't
raise
ask you
You
personal
still
questions
ain't
like that. I don't
gonna
ask you,
do
who on the phone? Who you talking to? Where you going? What you doing? When you coming back? I don't do that.
Cause I'm not your child, you're my
That
child.
don't make no difference.
You can't, I'm responsible for you as long as you stay under.
Look, I learned to cross the street by myself a long,
Hey, did I tell you a story
y'all-
about the guy in Japan that's suing the hospital?
Guys,
Okay. this is
y'all
good.
put these chairs back in the trunk
Yeah,
of my
yeah.
car and then bring the key back, please. So-
This is a really good experiment for nature versus nurture because it's hard to do. What happened was the babies got mixed up in the hospital. One baby went to a well-to-do family, the other baby went to a poor family. The baby that was the well-to-do family, he was raised in the poor family, right? Well, what happened was he actually did better than his siblings. He went to school, but he can only go to vocational school, so he wound up being a truck driver. The kid that was raised in a well-to-do family, he actually went to school and became some kind of real estate guy, right?
Yeah.
So what they figured out was that even though the guy from the well-to-do family was nurtured in a poor environment, he still did better than his poorer siblings because
Have you been
genetically he
recording
was
this
better
whole
than them.
thing? You've been recording
That's
this
true
whole
though.
thing.
That's what
It's not true.
they've done the same experiment with twins that were raised in different
But
families.
those are controlled experiments. Those are nothing.
This one was not controlled
It's
though. This
controlled.
one was just out the blue.
But you can't say that across the board. Those are very small instances.
Well, it'll be-
very small
The
percentage.
point is, it'll be very hard to do the experiments on humans. Is the point? Because ethically, it ain't
No,
right.
duh. Not ethically because it makes no common sense.
And what if we did the experiments and it came out to be true? Because so far, all
what?
the experiments they've done came out true.
But all the experiments have been
Okay.
selected and really
Put it in-
small.
no, this one was out of the blue.
I didn't put
How
anything
do you know
in
that?
here.
It was- that's
How do
just
you know
what
they
happened.
didn't do
I
30
did not
experiments
put
and that was the
anything in
only
there
one that
because
was
I know what
successful?
he had,
That's fine. I'll come back.
How
and
do
watch
you
it
know
some
they
more.
didn't do 30 experiments and that was the only one out of 30 that
No,
was
that's what I'm trying to
successful?
explain to you. No, they cannot do controlled experiments on humans that way. Ethically, no one will allow it. Now, the Germans might have done something like that a long time ago, but no one knows. The point is, it's really hard to do that. Because you would have to purposely take somebody from a poor family and put them in a well-to-do family and then monitor them throughout their lives to see what happens. Versus the person from the well-to-do family in the poor family. Ethically, no scientist is going to do that because it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard to get a real answer. But so far, every time they come across a story like that just happened out of the blue naturally, every time the person from the well-to-do family does better than their poor siblings. Every time. Even with twins, same thing happens. When they break up twins in foster homes and put them in one family versus another family, same thing.
I left you some ham.
All right,
It's in your bowl.
You don't put this away?